Good morning, and welcome to episode 54 of Getting Rich. I'm your host, Rich Checkan, president of Asset Strategies International, and today is Wednesday, December 8th, 2021. This week, the Democrats and Republicans are once again squaring off on the debt ceiling debate that they kicked the can a little further down the road a couple months ago. And now they are trying to figure out what should we do. And folks, this is a big non-event. We know what they're going to do. They're not going to be fiscally responsible. They're not going to cut back on spending to meet revenue. What they're going to do is they're going to raise the debt ceiling and say, okay, we can spend more. That's what happens every time. This is a non-event. I don't know why anybody gets worked up over it. Amidst that backdrop of the non-event, we also have the government coming full circle on inflation. You know, we've been calling them out on this for 6 to 8 months now. They say it's not an issue, it's transitory, there's nothing to see here. And now they're saying, oh my gosh, it's worse than we thought, it's persistent, it's going to last, we have issues. We have nothing to do with this. Of course, they created it. We have nothing to do with this, but we're going to have to go ahead and solve it by looking at rate hikes maybe by the end of next year, going ahead and tapering and cutting back asset purchases altogether by the middle of next year. That's a big about face. And, you know, when you look at this and you say, okay, when the punch was on the table at the party, the stock market loved it and the stocks went up. And now the Fed is talking about removing the punch from the party and the stocks are going up. Omicron's out there. Who cares? Stocks are going up. This is all about greed, folks, and it's powerful, and it will continue until it runs out of gas. And in the meantime, the metals prices are languishing. Let's take a look at those. So this week, gold is at $17.90.80 per ounce. That's up 0.2% from last week at $17.87.40. Silver is down to $22.50 from $23.02 last week. That's 2.25% drop. Platinum is up $3 or 0.3% to $9.65 from $9.62. And palladium is the big winner, up 4.4% to $19.38 per ounce from $1,856 last week. As you can imagine, the gold-silver ratio increased with silver falling and gold rising. It's at 79.90, almost back up to that 80 figure from 77.94 last week. And the dollar's showing a little bit of strength again, up to 96.18 versus 95.92. I'm telling you, greed is in charge right now. We're seeing that in the stock market. It's shrugging off all the news. But in the end, what you need to keep your eye on is that money supply, which has increased dramatically over the past couple of years, on top of the dramatic increases we saw in 08 and 09. Keep your eye on the money supply, and if you want to combat that, which will be real inflation across the board, my only questions for you are this. Got gold? Got silver? Those are your answers, my friends. As always, please subscribe and like us here on the YouTube channel. Leave us any comments so we can address them on air. Follow us and subscribe to us at Asset Strategies. And don't ever forget that getting rich starts with keeping what's yours.